It's your girl Manera,
Jessica Wabbit,
and you're now tuned into Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous?
We gonna find out.
Why the fuck am I not famous? Cause I ain't naked. Chickens ain't got no style and straight brainless. Niggas rocking tits and wigs, so shameless. Meanwhile, we sitting here acting like we whack. Not hating, I'm just stating the facts. Girl, you know when Doctor made her ass fat. True. Tommy T made their belly flat. Yeah. And all these niggas think that they can rap. Okay, I got this. I know that we're funny. Brains and beauty, my mama ain't raised no dummy. Positive energy, keep them bad vibes from me. Put it all together, we'll be making all the money.
Why the fuck am I not famous? Ha, I ask myself every day. Tweeting, sharing, Instagramming, but still I can't get paid. So I hooked up with my girl. It's that bitch, we gotta get paid. Because we got the brains, we got the jokes, so let's just start the show.
Welcome, y'all.
Hola, bonjour, como estas? I'm gonna try.
Really?
Sorry.
What? You saw it?
No, I didn't see it. It said I dare, but I didn't see the rest.
So, once again, I have lost the silent library, dear. I've been picking up a couple of ones that we did already. Y'all know I can't do this one.
No,
Well,
I'm
let
not
me
going
see.
to hold you. That's the third one you done do already.
No, so the first one said safe on it. I don't even know how it got in the deer jar. And the second one, I did already.
Okay.
So this one says, drop it like it's hot
Yes, you can.
and pop it like Meg.
We already know who did that was from. That was from Dr. A, who is under the weather, guys. So
I can't dance, guys. I don't know how to
yes,
dance.
you can. Let's cue the music. Go ahead. Do the little computer stuff that you do, and let's come on.
I really can't. I'm so bad. Like I'm black, but I'm turning red right now because I really can't dance.
I'm about to make a new rule on y'all show.
What?
So if you deny it, then you got to do two.
Oh no! When we deny it, we gotta put
she gotta put $5 in the dead jar.
Who is speaking?
Oh my
Lambo
gosh!
King.
Today we're joined by creator, designer, graphic designer, world traveler, ... etc. Lambo King. What's up?
Bow.
I love that. That was
Okay,
great.
so what song am I doing this to?
You could do it to.
Oh my god, I'm sweating. I can't dance.
You could do it to Cash Shit.
I don't even know what song that is.
It's a Meg Thee Stallion song.
Cash Shit.
I got her NPR Tiny Desk performance here if you want.
You said Cash Shit?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god, my heart is like.
I'm glad I ain't picked this up.
Yeah, you know we got to play the ads. My bad. 2, 1. All right. They got some free fucking publicity. Wait. I got to pause this because. All right, here we go. Oh.
Real hot girl shit.
I can't dance.
And you're going to do it. Wait. Oh, my tongue just touched the mic.
I really don't know what to do. I can't.
Listen, you better put them headphones on and pop it. Come on.
For 30 seconds at that.
Oh, ha. She look like. I can't do Hey.
Now you dance.
I know money was coming. That's it.
That was her best rendition,
Come on,
guys.
I can't dance.
And if you want the footage, you can go on to the Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous story, or you can check out our YouTube at Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous.
Okay. Thanks, Meg. Thanks, Dr. A, with your sick ass. We all sick, but you ain't make it in. Okay, welcome to episode number 40 of Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous? Funny conversation with the dope.
Yet broke.
All right, like we said, we're joined by Lambo King. But before we get into further details and what you're about, we ask that you park your brakes
Okay.
and just play along with us during the show. I'm like sweating for my little piece of dance just now.
Really? I'm surprised.
Whatever. We all know what day it is. Yes, it is Wednesday. And our Hump Day segment gives you an interesting, weird, unknown, or fun sex fact. And this week, we're going to be talking about traveling sex.
Yes. So, dum.
Okay, so most of us are driven by the urge to hook up. You know, it's in our DNA. And we all love traveling. So what's better than meshing the two together? So add sex and travel together, and you create the perfect storm of which could leave you battered and scarred or having a great time seeing rainbows. There's different types of traveling sex. You could do it solo, with your partners. We even say that you can make money traveling and having sex.
Can.
And also we said getting paid to travel through sex.
That too.
You want to start off
Shout out to Dubai.
You want to start off with solo?
Yes. So sex and solo backpacking. What do you get when you put young 20-year-olds together with exotic European cities and hostels and beaches with white sand?
I don't even think it needs to just be European. It could be fucking Jamaica. Hedonism.
Or Miami.
Miami, yeah.
Atlanta.
Atlanta as well too.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas
Never been to
too.
Atlanta.
You've never been to Atlanta.
Never.
How comes?
I don't know.
That's like,
I've transferred, like, you know,
like I gotta connect.
yeah, I connected, but never stepped foot outside never.
Really? That's you know what? I can't even hold you because I haven't been to Atlanta either.
I
Now
actually
that I think
spent
about it.
New Year's one year in Atlanta, and it was horrible. You know how in New York we watched the ball drop?
Yeah.
They have the peach, and it was all late and shit. I don't know if it's
Just like black
people as a people, we have got to do better.
just like black people to be late. But solo travel is something that sorry guys. Travel and more solo travel of backpacking of some sorts makes you feel free and courageous to try anything that's new. You are at the age when you're focused on living in the moment and not so much worried about what the future may hold. You easily find yourself attracted to new and exciting people with exotic looks and backstories that are different from you.
But see, for me, I'm afraid of traveling alone. You fly alone and travel alone all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I can't even imagine having sex with someone on a trip because I'm not even gonna be there because I'm scared to travel by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Before I became a flight attendant, to be honest, I was a real social butterfly. I could do things by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm more of a hermit crab. Like I have a little bit of social anxiety. So I can't imagine just like throwing myself out there to a brand new world by myself.
I think that's what's most intriguing for me is going to different places and being able to do things on my own. Because sometimes having the company of somebody else, I get aggravated. Because let's just say like I'm on a space with somebody else and they're not ready to go when I'm ready to go, or they're tired and I'm ready to do something else. You should know that from experience.
I think you should flip them. You're not ready when it's time to go, and you're the one that's always sleepy and don't want to do shit.
Right, now that I'm older, because bitch, I'm old.
You're not. So
but
what
in the
prompts
old
you to
house.
go out by yourself?
I don't like people.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not.
I love that.
You see, how can I put? I like people when I like them.
Got it.
You
I think
know,
I'm the
like,
same way. But
I have to like be in the mood to fuck with people.
Right.
So,
And you're not good at faking it.
no, I'm good at faking it. No, I'm really good at faking it.
yeah, we have to fake it professionally anytime we.
Yeah, I'm good at faking it.
The
But for the
moment I
most
step
part,
away.
what it is, I just like to go, come back when I want. I don't gotta wait for you to get ready. You know, and when I get to these countries, I just like to get up and just go. I don't want to, I want to lay down for a little bit before. No, I get off the flight and I get straight to it.
Got it.
You know, and that's why
Really?
I'm only there for like 2 days because I already know what I'm gonna do. I do it and I leave. You know, and I grew up. I had like 13 years by myself before my siblings was born. So I was ready by myself. I spent a lot of time by myself. Like I'm a homebody. So getting on a flight and going to Thailand or going wherever by myself,
What's
Is
your
that a
sign?
big deal to you?
Libra.
Oh, Libra. My mom's a Libra.
Well, she's a good motherfucking time.
And my boyfriend's a Libra.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
October or September?
He's a good time too.
He is September.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you?
September.
Oh, they're both good times.
Yes, the life of the party.
Have you had sex though on any of these 2-3 day trips?
No.
Are you
Like on some like met someone out there like on some backpack? No, never.
Really? I think that's
Miami, that's different though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, Miami.
It's
no.
But I-
would
but
you
I
say
still
it's
never-
easier in Miami?
Yeah, but the thing is, in Miami, I've never met someone I didn't know. It's always
Okay.
Miami's a weird place. You'll see somebody in New York
It-
every
it's
single
the
day,
next borough.
and they'll never say nothing to you. As soon as we get in Miami,
What's
yo,
good?
what's good?
Right.
And then you have the best time. You do you, and come back into town after y'all don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's true.
Yeah.
You know what? But it's a complete opposite for me. Like if I'm doing anything that's kind of sexual, I'm doing it outside of the country. Versus if I'm doing it in another state, I feel like it's too close to home. So before I would be like,
have you slept with anyone
outside? Hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Like of course. When I went to Cancun Jump Off, perfect example.
Okay.
No pun.
That was good. I met this guy out there. I feel like every Cancun Jump Off. I only went to 2. I hooked up with 2 different guys.
Okay.
And till this day, I still speak to them like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? How's your 6 kids?
Oh my God, not 6.
6 girls.
I hope
6.
so. Speaking of, I hope if you are going on a solo trip, you are protecting yourself if you do decide to have a regular one night stand. So you're not having baby number 7 or worse, coming home with a souvenir that you can't send back.
Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Like,
No.
going on a trip, especially like, so I know during Miami Carnival, like a lot of people hook up, and I could only imagine like having sex with somebody and then having to go back home and explain to my doctor, yeah, so I was on the beach somewhere and I couldn't find a condom, so that was it.
No.
I'm gonna find the condom.
Yep.
I'll move with them.
You have them in your wallet?
Car.
Okay.
My thought kit. Everything.
What's in your thought kit?
So you fly.
Uh-huh.
So you know how I'm gonna have to be fake bougie. All right. You know, in first class they give you
Your little kit.
the little
Your
kit.
amenities
I
kit?
believe I have one in my bag.
I got one too. Yeah, I got
He
mine.
also
Yeah.
has, if y'all can't see it, a stack of cookies.
Oh, the Biscoff. Yeah, I stole these. I brought this as like a little souvenir for y'all. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
How much is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
16.
16 Biscoffs. We could break that down. You know? Yeah.
Well, for me, back to your amenities
to
kit.
your
Almost
thought
skipped it.
kit.
Oh, my thought kit. Deodorant, condom, toothbrush. What else? Baby oil.
Baby oil.
Yeah. You know,
Why
ashy.
baby
I'm
oil?
dark skinned. That's the
Want to
fastest
slick
way.
up that chocolate before
You know
he
what I
gets
mean?
down.
What else is in there? Lip balm. Regular shit. Regular shit.
Okay.
Baby
Nothing
oil not
out
regular
of
for me.
nothing too crazy, honestly.
What's in your thought kit?
I don't have a thought kit.
Really?
Really?
I guess a thought kit would be considered like our overnight bags.
I guess so, but a washcloth. I don't go. Okay, so I live with my man, so I'm not like going anywhere. That's
Yeah,
why. So it's
yeah.
different. But I guess if I were traveling for the dick, I guess it would be a washcloth, a toothbrush, floss, Listerine. Probably does some deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's the crazy part? I didn't hear none of y'all say toothpaste. Both of y'all said toothbrush,
That's
toothbrush,
true. That's
and no
true.
toothpaste.
It's in there.
So you just gonna scrub your mouth with Listerine?
I assume that the man that I'm fucking will have some toothpaste. Hopefully,
What if it's a brand you don't like AIM or some shit?
it'll work for the day.
I mean, I guess I need Sensodyne.
Okay.
Sensitive
Well,
teeth.
let's talk about couples. So nothing brings back that spark in the relationship like traveling and having sex. Even for me, like I always say, even though you was trying to make fun of me for Valentine's Day, I wanted to travel with my boo or even rent a room somewhere. Not a room, like a nice staycation somewhere just to switch up the scenario. What's so funny?
I'm just thinking about the fact that, so I read a meme for Valentine's Day, and I feel like they said when couples rent rooms, they about to do the same 6 positions that they do at home.
that's the thing.
So what the fuck is the point? Is
No,
it the ambience?
It is. When you travel, you're meeting new people, you're drinking, you're going out, you're having a good time. You're kind of like laid back. You're not really stressed out with everything that you're dealing with at home.
Mm-hmm.
There's new foods that you guys can go try. Like it's like a date, but somewhere else. No, you don't think so?
No.
But
No.
you guys don't travel with women. Well, you with a woman or your man?
I mean, yeah, I do,
have.
but I prefer traveling with my girls.
Okay, well, I don't have a balcony. And if I want to have sex in a balcony, I'm not doing that at home. I can only do that when I travel somewhere. That's something else that's exciting. Except I'm afraid of heights, and I'm really afraid of flipping off the balcony.
So, funny story, backstory. On my layover, my boyfriend was with me and we had sex and it was on the balcony. And I'm noticing like it feels good and it's great, but it was kind of awkward. Like he wasn't touching me as normal, or it wasn't normal. So later on I was like, babe, sex felt kind of like weird. He was like, yo, the whole time what was going through my mind was, I hope I don't pump her too hard. Because what if the fucking railing breaks and then she flips over? I said, oh, that's so sensitive.
Oh my God. What about you? Any
Balcony. When I lived in the Star.
No.
That was local, yeah.
All right, the fire escape and a balcony.
No. I had a balcony. I was living good. Don't get crazy.
Excuse you.
Don't get crazy.
My bad.
The Star got balconies.
They definitely do. It's up and coming now.
Yeah.
It's not called Bed-Stuy anymore.
It's not?
No, it's some next shit.
What?
I can't remember the name, but it's definitely not Bed-Stuy anymore.
You can't just throw shit out and don't know what you're talking
All
about.
right, guys, let me look
Google's
it up.
your friend.
But yeah, it was
Let's look it up.
It was a little. It wasn't that bad. I think what it was, I was more concerned on who's watching. You know, on Twitter, there's always a video of somebody having sex on the balcony. I'm just like, fuck.
But I think that's what excites me about it. I wouldn't mind people watching me have sex.
Not when you
Same.
being ain't shit. Like, I was being ain't shit. So it's like, damn, I hope I don't.
Sound like you was being Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was being yeah.
Listen, not all of them are the same.
What person that we've had on the show from Brooklyn wasn't the same?
Y'all not from Brooklyn?
I'm from Brooklyn.
She's
I'm
from
from
Brooklyn.
Flatbush.
I live.
Flatbush?
I don't
Yeah.
live too far from
say
here.
that.
But we had a lot of people on from Brooklyn, and they all the same way.
No.
Who?
King Loon was not.
It's the same. If you
Ain't
know,
shit.
you know. He had a whole bunch of secrets too.
You right.
Okay.
Right. And I can't even say, yeah, nah, that's it. That's
All right.
it.
Listening.
Aura.
Is he from Brooklyn?
Yes.
And he a liar.
Okay, so I guess that proves her point then.
Did you find the new star name?
Oh, God, let me look it up. Sorry, I got confused.
Okay, what about prostitution and being paid to have sex abroad? If you guys listen to our episode, Bats, Bears, and something.
Oh, Bats, Bears, and Billions, oh my.
Oh my. Billions, Bats, and Bears, oh my. You know, we spoke about the women that travel to Dubai to get paid. They get paid to it. They get paid for it and for the shit too.
Yes. That's just recently Black China was in Dubai and she was with this real estate millionaire, but apparently he's a scam artist. That's what everybody's saying. And she was there. She's like, I had an amazing time. But then when you click on the comments, everybody's saying, yeah, she got paid to get shit on. Like, that's what you're doing in Dubai.
But why do we assume that with women?
Right.
that are in
Like,
the
why
industry?
can't, and that's the same thing I was saying. I was like, why can't it be that he just wanted her company and just paid for her to be there?
I'm the latter. I'm talking shit. I believe she got shit on.
What do you think about sex and getting paid and traveling?
I mean,
Prostitution for travel.
I don't feel no way about it.
Really?
For women. Yeah, because.
What about for men? So Las Vegas, you know, that's home of prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of your friends or DR? A lot of my guy friends
Or
are hyped
Panama.
to go to the Dominican Republic,
I
Panama,
heard.
because it's less expensive to sleep with a woman.
And
See,
not
my
only
thing
it's
is-
legal.
It's weird. Niggas paying for box is kind of weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like there's always somebody you can meet. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
say you meet someone and you're taking them out. They go out to dinner, or you go to the movies, or you go bowling. That's probably going to cost more than it would have just.
I'd rather it that way.
Yeah.
Like, than me to
Really?
give you money like, hey, let me kill. Like, that's
Yeah.
weird. Like,
But then what if you end up spending more? Or what if
And
you
you
pay
didn't
for
even
all
like
that
it.
and you
never
didn't even
thinking
get
about
none?
the dollar amount though. If you're thinking about the dollar amount, you're a weirdo.
Okay.
You
I guess
know?
I'm a weirdo.
No, like if
I'm thinking about the dollar
If
amount.
I'm moving with you around, we outside and
Having a good time,
I
enjoying each
spent
other's
60
company.
tonight. All right. next 2 days, I spent 40 tonight. That's 100. Damn, I could have went to DR. Fuck. I got $20 more, and that's it for this. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. You know, like that's weird.
That's
So-
my budgeted ass because I'm like, all right, so, or let's say, for example, if you're a couple and you want to invite a third person into your bedroom, but you don't want it to be somebody that you know, you just want it to be a random stranger, would you then pay for it? What if your girl's down? Like,
See,
yeah.
for me, I'm afraid of the Carfax. Like, all that mileage that's on that vagina or penis or whoever
we
type
call
of
that
prostitution.
Hofax.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's called
I'm afraid of
Hofax.
the Hofax. I don't want anybody in my bed like that. Like, you get paid for it. It might be some primetime pussy. It might. It might be great. You're experienced.
Because
that's all you do. So you might as well be doing it the best, right? But I'm scared.
That's why there's condoms. Wrap it up.
I don't know. The whole time I'm like, am I getting something? Like that's too scary. You know how women like you're afraid sometimes that you're pregnant, you didn't get your period. Yeah. I'm gonna be thinking until I can get to the doctor that I have something. I'm gonna be too afraid.
I mean, but before you leave the country, you could just pop a pill. They got a whole bunch of stuff for that in the airports. Like they got Plan Bs in Cancun.
Plan B?
Yeah,
what are you buying Plan Bs for? You should be wrapping it up.
I mean, they mad expensive in the States. So I was like, let me pick some up now so that I don't have to worry about it when I get back to the States.
Let's just go Plan B.
Okay, so the new name for, I don't know, it's still called Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh, you just say it. You say it with a twist.
My bad. Wait, let me say it in my English accent. Bedford-Stuyvesant. That was horrible.
It's better than the sty, I guess, for whoever's trying to come new. I don't care.
Okay, so we didn't do our word of the day.
Oh, which was
hedophilia. So hedophilia, let me give you guys the definition of it. Hedophilia is basically someone who gets aroused or turned on by traveling. So let's say, for example, you get on a plane, you sit in your seat, you buckle your jump seat, and then you get that little tingly feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's a real thing?
That is a real thing. You get aroused by actually traveling, or just the actual action of traveling.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I wonder what it is that stimulates them.
I would assume that it's the sound of the engines, because every time...
Engines?
Yeah. So, okay. So when you're sitting in the jump seat, you don't think of when the plane is about to take off, like how much speed it takes and how it feels to just be going so fast and eventually lift off.
Okay. So I'm sitting in my jump seat and I'm saying, why am I here? God, please let this be the last year that I am working for someone else. Please let me take off and the plane doesn't explode as soon as we get into the air. Protect my family, protect everyone that's on this plane. That's what's going through my head in my jump seat. Sex? You know what? On final, though.
Right.
There are times when, final is usually at nighttime for me, the flights that I fly, and I start thinking about sex. But it doesn't have to do with the plane. It's about sitting there in the dark by myself and just having my own thoughts. I'm not aroused by the plane or the engines.
I can see where it comes from, though, because for me, when it's taking off, like, excuse me, y'all know cough has to make an appearance every episode. The thought of going fast and then eventually being lifted off, I can see how that can arouse somebody.
Do you get turned on by traveling?
No.
I've never.
My flights be too long for that.
Really?
What about sex on the plane? You a part of the Mile High Club?
No.
Heard
about it though.
See, that's something else I do think about. I do. Sometimes I think about it.
How you gonna pull it off?
Because the bathroom is very small. Same.
No, not even the physical aspect of the space. I mean, like, how do two people come out the bathroom without it? It always seems like there's someone always waiting.
Yes,
at the
they
bathroom.
are, but it's nobody's business. It's technically not illegal for you to have sex in a plain bathroom.
Yeah, you could be helping her with her zipper because she had it in the back and she wasn't able to unzip it. Or the person just had surgery and they need help in the bathroom. So.
Or they're sick.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to get
where
a quick nut.
Where? Like, no one, like, all right, let's put it this way. First class, everyone can see you going into the bathroom. So first class is dead.
No. Okay.
You don't think so? All right, main cabin.
You must not fly red eyes.
All right, so I'm going to tell you. So, main cabin now, in the middle of the plane, depending on how big of the plane. If it's a big plane, main cabin in the middle, the galley's right there. I feel like it's always flight attendants right there. And in the back of the plane, there's a galley as well. So it's just like, when can you actually
just can't
get
be
someone...
afraid of people knowing what you're doing. Like, you just can't care.
Or you can't even think about it. Like, because if you're feeling like... So if I'm going into the bathroom and I'm with another person, I'm like, oh, they're not feeling well. I'm just going to make sure that they're okay while they're inside of the bathroom.
I care too much.
Really?
Yeah?
I'm normally someone that don't care, but I care. I'm one of those people, like, I'll go, and I'll be scared to take a shit. Because it's like, I don't want to come out and bump into someone that's about to go in.
And then they know it's you.
Right, mind you, they could be in the back of the plane and I'm all the way in the front. I'm just going to be like, damn, this nigga, no, I just took a shit.
Nah, I'm sorry. There's been times where I couldn't hold it. And I just hear the doom, doom, and it's final. I'm like, oh, my God.
So I learned a trick. A flight attendant told me, what you got to do is, You take the paper, you take the soap, you squeeze a little soap on the paper, and you just wipe it on the walls. I heard that. Yeah.
Never tried it, but that spray, they're not paying us, so I'm not gonna say the name. But there's a spray that you can spray in the toilet first, and then
Oh, I got that in the
smell it.
crib.
Yeah. That's
Oh, maybe that's in my whole bag too. That should be right.
Yes,
in
'cause
case
I
you
got
gotta go
that.
when before you having sex.
Or you could also take the soap in the bathroom and you
put
could
it
put it
in
inside
the-
of the toilet.
Mhm.
And then once after you're finished using it, and then everything's gone. You don't smell anything. You
Okay.
smell that actual soap.
But I wanted to try it in my uniform with thigh highs on, red eye flight, maybe. My boyfriend doesn't like flying,
No?
No.
and it sucks because I love to travel.
No.
Love to travel.
I have no desire. I mean, I've thought about it, but I think that I just be too annoyed. Maybe because I don't like working, so I
Okay.
be
But
aggravated.
it doesn't have to be a work trip. It could be like a couples trip.
In my uniform?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just with thigh highs on and a dress, yes. But that uniform, I'd be ready to just
Strip it off.
throw away that
Same
polyester
airline?
monkey. Yeah. Same
Okay.
airline. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, today's Whom It May Concern, we're gonna call our listeners. We did have a couple of people that said they wanted to be a part of it, right?
Yes, they did.
Okie dokie, here we go. So today's question is, I am getting married in Jamaica and my fiance wants to invite his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. He dated her before me. Should I tell him no or should I let him invite her?
So, should I answer?
Huh?
We going to answer after? Like
We'll
always?
answer after. Let's hear what they have to say first. Who's the first person I'm calling?
The first one. Let me see.
Got her.
Got it?
Kid_A.P.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, I'm looking rough. Just saw what I look like in the camera. Hey. Oh, okay. You guys can hear it too?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
We have a guest, Lambo Keem, on the show. Okay, so today's question is, I am getting married in Jamaica, and my fiance wants to invite his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. He dated her before me. Should I tell him no, or should I let her come? No? Why is that?
What type of relationship do they like? Do they have kids together or?
She doesn't say. She doesn't say. So if she has kids, the answer is no, definitely.
I don't think. Why you need your ex to be at your wedding?
What if they're still friends? No? Okay, so
All
what are you
right.
just saying? No, I'm not with it. No, thank you.
I'm just being selfish and thinking of me. I'm not inviting none of my exes because it's always an underlying situation.
Okay.
And they can say they cool, and then next thing you know, they the one standing up saying I object.
And then you ruin my whole wedding after I done gonna spend all my money. No, get security.
I just finished, so I'm trying to catch up on Grey's Anatomy, and I just saw that episode where they were getting married, and the ex stood up and said, "No, I love you." With what's his name, Jesse Williams. He got up with his little sexy ass and stole her,
God.
and they ended up getting married. So you're right. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
That
Thank
that
you.
part, I can't get jiggy with that.
All right, later.
Because what if I spent my money and then now somebody else is out here in these streets talking about, I object.
I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind if they said they object?
No, I mean if somebody
Oh,
wants.
don't tell us yet. We're going to get their
Okay.
opinions first. What's the next person?
I sent you though.
Melly's World. Oh, we didn't even tell her to
Well,
say
she
her
gonna
thing.
listen to the episode.
No, we didn't tell her to say her stuff.
Oh yes.
Oh, Melly's World is a no from me because
Oh, okay. All righty then.
I got one. We are calling. Gotcha. And he's on now, so let's see. You can actually text that person and tell them.
I did.
Pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Okay, I guess you guys can say your opinions while we wait for these people to.
Okay, so I feel like it's okay to invite your ex. I have no problem with it. Just because, like you said, they may be somebody who is genuinely just friends and they have no kind of relation or not wanting to be together. But I only feel this way because I saw this on 90 Day Fiance, and the guy who was going to see the woman that he was going to marry, he had a kid with someone else, and he was valuing the baby mama's opinion as to should he marry this next person. She wanted to come to the wedding, and they genuinely have just a friendship, like no beef, no issues. They just really cool with each other.
Right.
And if that is the situation, then why not? I mean, I'm marrying you now. What are you going to do? Fucking whisper in my ear, don't marry them?
Now, what if it's an ex that has feelings? You don't mind?
Nah, fuck out of here. You can't come.
So can your boyfriend's baby mama come?
Absolutely. I'm personally sending her an invitation.
But I think you're being petty though.
No, why am I being? I don't think that.
What about you?
I don't mind it. I mean, but I'm one of those people that I'll be cool with my exes.
Mm-hmm.
I get in trouble for it all the time though,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll be really cool with my exes. Like, it
Yeah.
don't be nothing like, once we're done, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, we get past that. I have this rule that if I'm done with you, we take like a whole year break of not speaking to kind of like shake
Get that
things
space,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, that space is there. So now it don't feel like, you know, we just went from a relationship to friends. So if
See, for
I wouldn't
me,
invite them. No, I probably would invite one, or if when I really feel like they really just my friend and they, you know, they'll probably want to see this moment.
Is there an ex? Say you're getting married tomorrow. There's an ex in your life that you think is worth inviting to your wedding.
Yeah. There's one I'll invite, and she's, you know, cool or whatever. But even if, you know, my shorty, she said her ex wanted to pull up, you can pull up.
See, for me, it depends. I have an ex that I would probably invite to the wedding, but he's sorry.
Hi, boo. How
Hold on.
are you? Hold on.
But he's friends with my ex. Like, they play ball together. Hold on. Tell her hold on for a second. She's friends with my ex. I mean, he's friends with my ex, so I don't think that would be an issue. But I do have exes that I feel like would want to get back with me, and I wouldn't disrespect
Yeah, you
and
can't.
invite
You see,
one
when
of those.
if you have a little feeling that maybe this person still got something for me, then you can't do it.
Yeah, because I think that's just disrespecting your new relationship anyway, even still being friends with them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You can plug me in, CS. So,
Hey, boy. Hold on.
hold on. So you're on air and you are live. Can you hear me, darling?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so we have a question for you.
Okay, so the question today, to whom it may concern, I'm getting married in Jamaica, and my fiance wants to invite his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. He dated her before me. Should I tell him no, or should I let her come?
Oh, no.
Why not?
Who was she coming for? They friends, right?
Yeah, so say they're friends.
Okay.
And they decided that they're still friends and that they want to continue, you know, just being friendly and coming to the wedding.
No, they're not best friends. They're just friends.
What if they are best friends?
No, we gotta talk. Why we gotta be? Our first interaction is on this trip.
Yes.
No, hell no.
No?
No, I catch me in the hood. Let's go. We're in the same place, just chilling, game night, regular shit. But don't pop up at my destination.
Okay.
And think that it's okay.
What's happening? No.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
bro.
No problem.
All right.
We had someone just calling us. Let me try to go pick it back up. How did I lose it on you? Oh, because you're not on. 1 second. Last person we're going to ask. Let's see if he picks up. Hey.
Hey, lady.
So, say your Instagram name. We forgot to tell the other person too. We'll shout him out. Instagram name.
My Instagram name is I am the Rasta to the Pasta.
Okay, I'm the Rasta to the pasta. So, to whom it may concern, I'm getting married in Jamaica, and my fiance wants to invite his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. He dated her before me. Should I tell him no, or should I let her come?
I mean, I would let it rock, you know.
Oh, you're the first person that said yes.
Yes, because everybody said no.
You know, my whole thing is I'm not insecure, and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, 10 years is a long relationship, so it might have ended bad, or they just couldn't do it no more, but they can still be friends and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fair.
That's how I look at it.
Same way I feel. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal. Like, they could just
A
come.
lot of history just to be like, yo, don't talk to that person ever again, like, you know,
What if
there's a
What if you think the ex still has feelings for her?
That's where it gets a little crazy. Like, don't disrespect me. Like, I already gave you the pass.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be respectful of the person's feelings type shit. That's how I feel. But, you know, it's all about the person you're dealing with. If you're marrying someone, you gotta trust them.
Oh, okay.
True. Look at that. Listen, who is this spitting that hot shit?
I-
You know, for me, they could cheat when you're working. They could cheat on vacation. They could cheat. Like, the cheating part shouldn't worry you because anyone could cheat anytime. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're marrying this person, it's because you trust them. Like,
All right. Okay, we have one more person calling in. Thank you.
all right, kid.
All right.
Yer. What's going on?
Not much. You know, I live that kind of life, so I don't get my alerts.
All right, so tell the world your Instagram handle.
You don't get the alerts from Instagram. It doesn't tell you if somebody calling.
Gotcha. What's your Instagram handle?
My Instagram handle. What?
All right, never mind. So here's the
keep her on
question
the
of the
low.
week.
Handle is Melly's World. I thought this was anonymous.
So to whom it may concern, I'm getting married in Jamaica and my fiance wants to invite his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. He dated her before me. Should I tell him no or should I let her come?
You gotta tell him no.
No?
See?
No.
Why not?
Destination weddings is usually small groups. Like, it's intimate.
And what if that's a close friend? They were together for 10 years.
If it's a close friend, then he shouldn't have to ask, right? If
Mm.
she that close.
Okay. I didn't think about that.
But what if your partner
Almost should be like a given.
Okay.
For
That makes
true.
sense.
for true. But what if your partner in turn is like, nah, they can't come?
You gotta respect that, right?
I
You gotta
don't
respect that. Weddings is different. You can't even wear the wrong colors at weddings.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna be having just random people, especially destination weddings. It's just different. It's like, it should be more intimate with destination weddings. It should be real loved ones. So everybody ain't paying that fare. Everybody don't got them discounts like my homegirl.
All right,
All
Melly,
right. Thank you.
Talk to y'all later.
All
All
right,
right.
bye. Okay, so we only had one person say sure, except for, I mean, I don't mind either. I don't care. I feel like if someone is in your life for 10 years and they are still your friend, I've met them.
But what if you have, like, I've had people in my life that have been my friends for 10 years, and my partner hasn't met all of my friends. Even my friends haven't met all of my friends.
Well, I think that's another question. So if your person that you're dating is friends with the opposite sex, do you want to meet them?
I don't have to.
No?
No, I don't have to.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to meet all of them.
I think so. I want to meet them too. Just
Especially
so I could,
if they're important to you.
if not only that, yeah, if they're important to you. I've met all your guy friends, so what's the difference? It should just be like friends are friends. If they're a guy or a girl.
Women size each other up. So it's just like, I already know the friction that's going. Even if it's not a problem, there's going to be a problem.
I
must
mean,
deal with
to
a
be
lot of
honest,
Brooklyn
women
girls.
size your male friends up too. Like I've told my boyfriend like, nah, he's jealous of you. That's not a friend. Like,
Right.
you have to watch your back with this one. Like I size up them
Yeah, but
too.
you're looking out for his best interest. But if you met one of his female friends, you size her up on some, she might like the nigga.
Because
know-
I trust my man, I don't trust her. We don't have any kind of relationship. But if we did have some kind of relationship, now I feel like that puts me at ease. Like I don't have to worry about her trying to give him a lap dance if they all go into the strip club together.
But even if they
You-
do,
but
I don't
here's
think
the
that's a
thing,
big
you
thing.
still wouldn't be able to tell. You might meet her and you think she mad cool. And she just saving face for you.
I'm a Cancer. I can read people.
No, because
And I'm a big girl, so let her meet me and think she could fuck with me.
That has happened to me before, where an ex of mine had a female friend, and it was their best friend. They were cool as fuck, and then they turned around, and after we broke up, they ended up together.
You rock you to sleep.
Yep. And I was just like, wow. And Shorty was in my face like, oh my God, you're such and such girlfriend. It's so nice to finally meet you. And now she's sucking his dick. So it's like, they could save face. They
Okay,
could
so we'll ask
100%
you guys
save
on our
face.
page, are you comfortable with your partner having friends of the opposite sex? And if so, do you have to meet them?
I gotta meet them all. Who?
Okay. Well, as you may or may not know, Jessica W.I. are flight attendants, and plain and simple, we are fly. And we give you a list of things that just shouldn't fly, whether it be in the air or in everyday fucking life. And this year, we are going to stay in the air.
So Wendy Williams, not the how you doing lady, not her, just a regular schmegular Wendy Williams. She was a regular passenger who was sitting on the plane and decided to recline her seat. Her seatmate that was behind her was eating food and asked her to put her chair back up. She then proceeded to put her chair back up just to be respectful. Once she noticed that he was finished, she then pushed her shit back. He turns around and starts punching the back of her chair. And not only he punched it 9 times. So she was like, shit, after the 9th time, let me record this nigga. So she starts recording him. And he's back there like fucking Rocky, punching the fucking chair. And with no remorse, like with no care. So do you feel like, so now CEO of Delta, he turns around and says, you should ask your partner that's behind you if it's okay for you to recline your seat.
Not your partner, the person behind you. Whoever is behind you should ask them
if it's okay for you to recline your seat. Now we know you fly first class.
No, but I've been in, basic economy.
I've been in it.
I've been back there.
Peasants.
I've been back there. So here's my thing. It's kind of weird being on so many planes. I know that there's enough room for your tray.
Right.
To go for your seat to go back and your tray to still be fine, But I'm gonna tell you why I hate this about like flights. I'm always scared to be myself, and when I say that, like I want to be hood, but the laws in the air and the laws on the ground is different. For some reason, if we was on the ground, anywhere we could be in Toys R Us, anywhere, anything that takes part in the airplane on the airport, the laws is different,
right?
And I just be scared like. On a normal day, he'd have punched the back of my seat. We'd have been banging out.
Yeah.
We would bang out. And I'll take that charge. Assault battery, that's regular. I have worse charges, know? So that's, that's anger management, restitution.
Oh, that's how all the
No, but that's how I think about things in my mind. Like,
yeah.
After being arrested, my first charge was a felony. So, I started life 4 and I'm a felon now. So, all right, got to work for myself. So, now I kind of, it's bad. This is how I rate things. Like, all right. Fuck this nigga up. What's gonna happen? What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I get arrested. I catch an assault charge. Not a big deal because not like I'm gonna get hired by anyone else. Anyway, most of my jobs that I take, I control them. I don't have to put in application. So at most, I'm really just gonna pay a fine. I'm not gonna do no jail. I know like I'm not doing jail time behind assault unless you have repeated like you always assaulting people. So it's just like on a regular day, all right, I'll do a night for this to beat his ass over some shit like that. But in the air, it's like I gotta take a check. Like fuck, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm getting my seat punched right now.
So for me, we're not sitting in no car. We're not in the Lambo. No, I don't have to ask the person behind me, oh, is it okay? Do you have enough space? Can I recline? I pay for my motherfucking ticket.
Yeah, you're supposed to recline.
I can recline. The seat that I paid for has a button on the side that allows me to back up. And I want to use all of my space and all of the money that I paid for my ticket.
So you got long legs.
I am pressing my button and I'm going back. If he would have punched me, see, you know what's not fair? Now, if I am to get up and respectfully say, excuse me, please stop punching the back of my chair, it's still aggressive. It doesn't matter how sweet, how respectively I say it because I'm a black woman or because I'm black. Anything, most of the things that we say do get taken aggressively. I'm still getting up and you're still going to like say something. You keep punching me or whatever he was eating or drinking would have been on the floor because I'm banging the fucking tray table.
Ripping the tray over.
What I didn't like was that the flight attendant came and tried to appease him and gave him a free drink. Like now you're awarding this
bad
behavior.
And that's mostly what happens in situations like that. And I can speak from various airlines that it's when the person who is causing the issue, they get rewarded for the bad behavior. And the person who is like in distress, they're the ones who it's like, it's their fault. They shouldn't have been doing this. Like, as you said before, when your seat reclines, it reclines enough for you to have space for them to have space to be able to watch TV, for them to be able to
and if
eat.
you don't have enough, you should have paid for a better ticket.
Right. And that's not my problem. Like I should be, and then for the CEO of a huge company, a legacy airline at that, to come on television and say it's courtesy to ask someone to recline their seat.
But did you see the end of the interview when he said, but I don't?
I
That's
see that.
ill.
Yes.
I like that. That's
He
tough.
said it's polite. It's customary for you to ask if it's okay, but I don't.
Like,
So-
but who does?
I've never had someone ask me.
I've never. But you know what's weird? Actually, on like I've seen it on Asian flights, like Asiana, and so I realized on those flights, like even if you're asleep, if your seat's back and they're serving food, they wake you up until you put it forward. And I wasn't used to that. You know, I'm like, you really gonna make me put my seat forward? Like normally, if my seat back, And they have the same plane where if the seat's back, it doesn't interrupt the tray or anything like that. But they actually wake you up. Once they're serving food, everyone has to put back forward.
I didn't know that.
I know on certain airlines they only ask you to put your seat up, like
For
when you're about to
landing. Take
land
off
or
and
when you're
landing,
about to
yeah.
take off,
no,
but
with
not
them
during
it's during
eating.
meal. Yeah, during meal you have to put it back up.
Well, there you go. See, he wouldn't have had that problem because he was eating, and they would have been he would have said, "Excuse me, put your seat up," and she wouldn't have
He
to
still
worry about
didn't
that.
have the right to.
But he was
that's
wrong.
assault. I think it's assault. Him punching the back of her seat like that.
I
What if I have
do.
a headache? And she did say she was having problems, that she was sick. Now what if I have a headache and you just punch in the back
I
of
would
my
have came off
seat?
the flight with a headache.
Yeah,
I'm telling
I hope
you.
she did. I hope she
rolled
has
off that flight with a migraine.
word
I need
shake,
to check.
shaking baby syndrome. You better
I
have
need to check.
everything.
Listen, I would have faked. I probably would have had a seizure.
For real.
I would have
For
foamed
real.
at the mouth and everything. Like, let me get some of this soap in the bathroom.
I don't see how that's not assault.
It would have been
It
on the
is.
ground, like
it really is.
dying.
Okay, so we don't have too much time left. Do you guys want to skip the girl that you hear? You think we have
yeah.
enough time?
No, nah. Mm-mm.
Okay. So our Why the Fuck Am I Not Famous? We have our guest, like we said, Lambo Keem. Say what's up to the people.
Bow. What's good? What's cracking?
Okay, you said you had an assault. So how did you go from, well, are you still in trouble?
No, I'm
Okay.
good now.
Okay.
I changed.
All right. So
Yeah.
before I even ask that, explain to the people exactly who you are.
That's hard.
It is. I know.
Like when you have to talk about yourself.
Really?
Who am I?
I like long walks on the beach.
How do I put
I like
this?
SVU.
I'm a creative,
Okay.
you know, but I'm hood too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm a hood nigga that's creative.
Okay.
I like to put it like that because a lot of people see me or they, they go on my gram and it's like, oh, he's super creative. And then when I come outside and I meet you, it's like, oh, he's hood.
right.
When it's
Because
actually-
like, you're what up?
Yeah, like, but I'm
But
actually
one doesn't exclude the other.
right.
though.
So I'm actually from the streets, did all of that, growing up, gangs, everything. But I was still that kid that, would love art. So while the homies was, robbing niggas, I was there too. But before I went to rob niggas, I'm drawing.
drawing?
Yeah, I was drawing and shit. You know what I mean? Then I get the knock on the door. Yo, homie, we out. I'm coming. Give me 2 minutes. So I always loved art, although I was still outside doing what I wanted to do. So that kind of just followed me, and then had this whole social media era where, I'm still hood, I guess, in a sense where I know what's going on outside, but then you come on the gram and you see colorful things. And like today I was at the Botanical Gardens, and it's like, how many crip niggas at the Botanical Gardens on a Monday morning, you know? But, so that's me in a nutshell, it's that duality,
So how did you get into being so, I would say, influential, popular? You are also a travel correspondent with MTV.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Pop-ups. So I was doing pop-ups. We're going to go back a little bit. I guess I was on Instagram like everyone else, but difference was I was posting pictures, but I had this thing where I felt like I always had to post dope pictures. I wouldn't post if it wasn't a dope picture.
Okay.
So-
And your Instagram is dope.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
It's lit.
Thank you. So at the time, I was posting like every 3-4 months. Like if it wasn't an elite picture,
Oh.
I would not post.
Okay.
So then I just got into this transition like, all right, I got to shake that. So I just started posting more, a little bit more freely, going to exhibits and showing that side of me and stuff like that. I was always traveling. I think I got on Instagram like in 2010 or 11. And I think my first picture was like Paris. Then the second picture was like Egypt. Like I just kept going in that, but that was months apart from each other. So I said I let that go and just started posting galleries. I had that mindset, but I had to leave the country to post. So then I started, staying in the city and finding things to post and going to exhibits, and it kind of became a thing.
But how do you even, I'm sorry.
No. When did it transition into fashion for you?
I always was, I hate to say a fashion designer. I hate
Why? If that's what you
that.
want,
In my mind, all right,
just say designer, maybe.
just,
A creative.
a creative. Yeah, I just
Okay.
like to be a
that
creative.
put shit on
'cause-
clothes, because I feel the same way. I do the
Yeah,
same
like,
thing.
I don't want to be,
Two artsy motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't want to be held to just clothes You know, I mean, that's where I kind of started. No, I'm lying. I started doing like logos and stuff.
Okay.
And I was on the MySpace wave where people was looking for artwork for their pages, and I would make like fly MySpace pages for everybody, and then it kind of just transitioned to I'm on Craigslist and stuff looking for gigs, you know, and found someone looking for a designer, and it was a brand, and I was like, all right, this is all the same thing, and I started doing fashion design, and then I started bouncing around in different fashion houses, designing and things like that. So then I was like, you know what? I design for all these other brands. Let me do something for myself. And I started that, and from there,
just took off.
Yeah, and before I became like Buy Lambo, that brand, and like people knowing about it, I had just put it in Vinny's. I didn't even claim it. I never put it online. I just put it in Vinny Styles, and it was always selling out.
So for those of you who don't know what Vinny Styles or where Vinny Styles is, can you speak on that?
Vinny Styles is a streetwear boutique. It's been around for
years.
16 years, I think. 16 or 17 years. And if you ever saw the shirt that says Brooklyn in that like cool script, that's them. Like
with the running people.
Yeah, like that's Vinny's, and they've been around forever. Like, you know, before we went to we're from Brooklyn, so before we went to Manhattan, we went to Vinny's. You know, we actually never really went to Manhattan. Manhattan was back in the day.
The city was too
that
far.
That was for the weirdos, low key. Like, you know, like we'll go to Vinny's. I'm gonna get a Brooklyn tee. I'm gonna get a Police tee. I'm gonna get a cricket little Evisu. That's when they sold Evisu, Red Monkeys. You didn't have to go far. This was like downtown Fulton Street days era. You know, so you used to go there and get your good stuff. So they're still around. You know, they still have that same aura to them. If you go to Vinny's, whatever's in there is hot.
Yeah.
Still to this day. So that's who Vinny's is.
Okay.
So how did you transition? Because I know a lot of hood niggas don't travel. Like, they don't like to leave.
Nope.
What made you say, I don't want to be here? I don't want to be in New York.
At one point it started like, you know, New York only has but so much art. You know, when you, like, all the art is kind of in one space. You could go to the art district, whatever, and just, or you go to Williamsburg. After you done ran through all that, it's just like, all right, what else? You know, and there's so much art in the world. So I just started traveling to different places. And,
what inspired you? What said I'm just gonna go? What was your first trip abroad, and what made you say, okay, I'm gonna go? All right. So what made you want to go to Paris?
The song "Niggas in Paris." It dropped at the same time. So
that was like an omen for you. It was like a sign.
Yeah, it was like I'm gonna go there. Went there. I had a bad time. Well, it started off bad. You know, I went. I don't know shit about traveling, so I put all my jewelry in my in my luggage.
Oh.
Yeah, even my carry-on. Like, I just threw it in my luggage, thinking, you know, TSA not going to... I don't know nothing about TSA stealing at this time. I'm just some hood nigga. I'm throwing my jewelry in here. I'm going to meet my bag when I get off my bag didn't get to Paris. I got to Paris when my bag didn't. When my bag finally got there, all my jewelry's gone.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
and it wasn't covered either.
No.
Yep.
They was like, oh, we went in there because we seen something. Put a little note in there. I'm like, that's fucked up. You know, and I learned I ain't never checked a bag since.
Me neither. I don't check
bags
either.
Never check the bag. And that's why I also fly for. I only go places for like 2 days. You know, because I only got this little bag that I'm with. You know, like the overhead. That's all I move with. So I can't stay for 7 days. I don't have enough stuff for 7 days. So that kind of dictates why I'm only there for 2 days.
So what inspires you once you get there?
When I get there, it's just the art. You know, the running around the city, and you know, I don't interact with the people too much, to be honest. You know, I'm just always straight.
Not even the food?
No. So this is the thing about the food. No. I be scared. So you sound like you coughing right now. Like, no, I be scared. Like, I be scared to get sick. I'm not gonna lie. I be scared to get sick. So my
if you
biggest
listen to the show, you know I'm always coughing.
No, I'm gonna take some airborne as soon as I leave. I swear to God. Like,
I believe you.
I'm so serious. So I'm be scared that when I go out there, I'm going to eat something and get food poisoning. Because then that leads to now me being in their hospital. And in most cases, their hospital, have this thing where I don't feel like their hospital is the best. So I'm like, I'm going to be now in their country, in their hospital. I'm all fucked up.
So what do you eat?
McDonald's.
And there's a McDonald's everywhere.
If you watch my stories, I'm kind of known for going to different countries and McDonald's and seeing what their McDonald's is like. You know,
the last destination that you went to, I think they had a McRib or something like that. You was with your friend, and you was like, "Nah, they don't got this over here in the States."
Nah, let me tell you, McDonald's abroad is a different. It's a different
It
engine.
is.
So how do you know it's safe? It can give you food poisoning the same way.
But you know, it's different because they have to live by a certain code.
Like
You
they
know what
got
I'm
that.
saying?
You
All right,
got
think of
that
it this way.
McDonald's chemical already in you.
No,
So
that too. But think of it this way.
Got the
All
McDonald's
right,
backstage.
you know how we
Right.
got like Chinese food restaurants?
Yeah.
Some of them you be like, I know I'm gonna get sick eating there.
Right.
So imagine going to some other country and eating from their restaurant. At least
Yeah.
I know for one thing for McDonald's, they got a code and a standard
Okay.
to go by. So I was like, all right, I'll just eat that. That's the most safest thing to me to eat. But even when you go to McDonald's overseas, it's more healthier.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Like even in Hawaii, they give you like your breakfast is rice. Like it's rice, and they have they're
Yeah.
big pork, so they have like slices of ham, soy sauce. Like everywhere is different.
It's way more healthy, I promise you. Like McDonald's in Paris, amazing.
What's different? What do they have
They
there?
give
Right.
you like raw. They give you raw bread, so you don't get like regular buns. Yeah, you get like good bread, like
We're so interested.
Because it's the
like,
food segment.
fresh. Like the food is fresh. Like it's really good. Like I'm telling you, they give you wedges. Where I went, they had the best fries. Copenhagen. Copenhagen
I wouldn't
had
even imagine that
Copenhagen had these sweet potato fries. Yo,
Sweet potato.
yo, sweet potato fries, the best.
So, question for you: where did the correlation between art and cars? Where did those fascinations come from? Because I know you're really, really, really into cars, fast cars, and I know you're really into art. How did those two come together?
Cars came when I could afford them. To be honest, like I always liked cars, but you don't really think about them too much till you could afford it. So then when I could afford it, then I started buying all types of cars. Like fast
so it gave
cars.
you like a level of, until you got a level of stature.
Yeah, and I was like, all right. Started with a M6 and got a Porsche and got an R8, and then started. That was like, all right. I like cars. This is my vice. But I don't really drink or smoke or I don't do strip clubs. So things like that, I didn't really spend my money on. So my vice was cars.
Speaking of stature, I remember there was one country that you went to, and you were going into an event, and there was a white couple that went in ahead of you. And then when you approached,
That was
came up
Spain.
with, yes, I knew it. You came in with your nice silk tee.
Yeah.
You was looking real fly.
I was heated.
And they asked you for your invite, and you was like, the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to.
So did you feel the Brooklyn come out, or did you check yourself like, fuck, like what should I do at this moment?
So it was actually for MTV. I was doing I was hosting something for MTV. They was
Oh, you were
hosting me.
hosting.
Something of the I was working pretty much. So I'm walking to the spot. I'm with my homie. We walking. Literally see homegirl. This white girl walks in. She walks clean in.
I seen it.
I get to the door. Security kind of put himself in front the door, like, whoa. And I'm just like, what you doing? Like, yo, this, you gotta ask your man, yo, this nigga good? Like, he good? So by then now, when the MTV people came, it was like, oh, no, don't pay him no mind. Just come in, walk in. It was just like.
Oh, they had to walk you in.
Yeah, like, but no, he came like on some, he was trying to say that like, don't turn up, please. Like, just come in, like, don't pay him no mind. He's just a security, but I thought it was super whack. But I'm gonna tell you that to say this, I noticed when I go to Europe, they don't treat black people too good. Like when I'll go anywhere in the world, I tell people I don't like going to Europe at all. Like maybe somebody else have a different experience, but anytime I'm in Rome, Italy, anything like that, you always feel that vibe. I'm gonna give a little education also. So if you think about it, in Europe, nah, fuck that. Let's go in the States. We have Mexicans, and we don't have no problem with Mexicans, but as a country, it's like Mexicans are the problem, right? In Europe, like black Africans are the problem. So you think of it this way: when we come there, we looking good. We got jewelry on. We look healthy.
We wearing.
We smelling
Clean.
good.
You look good.
We got a certain walk to us too. Like
Right.
from out there, they keep their head down. They kind of stay out the way. Same like how Mexicans do here. But imagine you come out there, you looking good and you smelling good. You walk in the room with a certain amount of confidence, and they're looking at you like, the fuck is this nigga doing here?
True.
Like, so I always get into it with somebody out there. So I was just like, you know what? I ain't going there no more. But if you want to go somewhere where you feel like there's no judgment, Asia.
Because we're like they're so amazed by the way
We're
we
so
look.
amazed, but it's not a disrespectful amaze.
Uh-huh,
It's just like they embrace you, like, and they've been, they have a certain amount of level of respect, So I think Asians, when you go over there, it's always a good time. I've been in deep parts of like Asia. I've been in like Vietnam.
Oh, my
You
friend
know?
is Vietnamese, and she always says, like, you guys really need to come to Vietnam. It's amazing. The food is great.
It's a little rough because they still have this communist type vibe over there. Like, you know, you still see the sickle with they have propaganda like posted everywhere. Like we're driving in the street and you'll see like tanks lined up, surface to air missiles lined up. Like, it's wild. Like, who y'all trying to scare? Me? And, you know, I like to record everything. I didn't feel right recording everything over there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket.
Right.
You know, because it got that vibe. Like, they have people outside buildings with the AK-47s and just a bunch of helicopters. Like, imagine helicopters and surface-to-air missiles on the street parked, lined up.
I can concur with that, just because when I'm in Trinidad, and perfect example, when we went to Carnival, the cops have rifle guns. Like, one of my boyfriend's friends, they was like, hey, how you doing? Giving me a hug. I'm like,
Yeah. Hey, this is Minera. And he has his arms open like, you're not going to move that?
nope, you're not going to move it at all. You're just going to.
I got to hug the gun too?
Yes. And it's so nerve-wracking, so I can understand that.
What would you say was your big break? What gig was like, this is it, I'm moving out the hood?
And how did you feel?
I don't feel like I had a big gig, you know.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm my big gig, to keep it tall. Like,
Love it.
Listen, yes.
Yeah, I'm my big gig. I feel like I was just, all right, I see what's going on out here. I know what I got to do. I know I got to move. And from there, I just started marketing myself, you know, and started doing certain things a certain way. And things kind of just went up for me, you know, in like a year. You know, I went from like 6,000 followers to like 32,000 in like one whole year.
And being recognized a little bit more as well, too?
Yeah.
Was that not weird for you?
It was a little. It was actually, it was a lot now. Thinking about
From
it.
Brooklyn and
so-
being the kind of person that you are.
I'm from outside, like, so,
From outside.
you know, I'm going to tell you what was the weirdest part is like, I'm from the era when somebody say your name like Lambo Keem, you're like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Like this nigga probably think I did something. So it went from always feeling like when somebody approach you, it's about to be some shit, to now, like, I'll be outside and, you know, I'm just now adjusting where people walk up to me and be like,
Hey.
Lambo Keem, I'll be like, oh yeah, what up? Like, I don't, you know, like I still feel on some like, what you trying to do? What's up?
Yeah.
Then I realize now, like, all right, everyone's just being friendly, you know.
Right.
But at the very beginning, it was kind of tough. Like, people probably thought I was weird because they'll come in, hey, what's up? You know, and it's just like, yeah, what up? What's up? You good? Like, no, I'm just saying hello. All right. Like, you know, we mad defensive. You
Yes.
know, like every little thing is like, what you mean you just saying hello? Like,
Right.
you know what? What
Right.
happened?
Like, you know me? Like, what's up?
Yeah, like you
What's
know me
shaking?
from somewhere.
Right.
But I got used to
That
it
is
now.
always the next question
Yeah.
from a Brooklyn nigga. Like, you know me from somewhere?
Yeah, like for real. And it was weird. And then I think like another weird part is like where people be like, can I take a picture with you? That's weird to me. You know, 'cause I don't
Really?
see myself like that. You know, I don't see myself in like a take a picture with me type.
Even with all this success that you have, you still
I don't see the
it?
success. I don't. I'm not even trying to be modest. Like, I don't see it. You know, if I had like a Grammy in the crib, I'd be like, I could see where it. I don't, you know, I've always been who I, you know.
But even being able to fly whenever you feel like it, or purchase the things that you do purchase, you don't feel like, hey,
Nah.
no?
Or being on MTV.
How did that happen?
Oh, so they came to one of the pop-ups that I threw, and
Talk about, you didn't even talk about pop-ups either. After
oh yeah,
that,
so
they came.
so I throw these pop-ups pretty much. I started throwing pop-ups been going on in the world, but I kind of did it in a little different way. I kind of from going to galleries and taking pictures in galleries. I was like, you know what, it'd be dope if I had a pop-up in a gallery. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that for my first pop-up. You know, so I did that, and it was a success. Everyone came, everyone loved it.
That's when you had the Pac-Man machines and stuff?
Yeah, I brought a Lambo inside the pop-up.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, I was doing crazy things. And I guess, you know, they caught wind somehow, some way, and when they came, I never knew that was MTV. You know, she came, you know, with her family. She was like exec, you know, MTV. She came with her family, and you know, she bought something. Never said who she was. Just say, hey, I like what you're doing. I'm gonna get these 2 shirts. All right, cool. Then got an email on Monday morning, like, hey, I was at the pop up. That was me. Let's meet.
Beautiful. Look
You
at
know?
that.
Amazing. Look at that. And you don't, and this is why I always say you never know who people are.
Yup.
Like, you always gotta continue to promote yourself, continue to say something about yourself, because you never know who you're talking to.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, I didn't know who that was, who she was. You know, when she walked in, I was kind of like, okay, not too many white people walked into my, you know, like, but I didn't mind. Like, she came with her family. It was all love, you know?
Right.
So, she bought some and she took pictures, but I had no clue. You know, but it wouldn't have made a difference, honestly. You know, everybody, I tell everybody, when you come to pop up, it's all love. You know, so
I remember you mentioning that you were saying like you don't even have to buy anything.
yeah,
like,
I tell people feel like they have to buy something, but they don't. Like if you come in and you just want to just pick my brain, that's the best place to do it. You know, so you know, everyone.
Even in the midst of all that chaos, because I know when you're doing an event, you're controlling so many different things. So you still have time to like talk to people.
Yeah, like after I'm done setting up, that's all I got time to do. We could just talk. You know, like
that's good.
Because if not, I got someone on the register already. I got people doing everything that they need to do. So I'm really just walking around looking dumb. So you might as well just talk to me. You know. So people come. I say we ain't gotta buy nothing. We got food. We got drinks. Just come out and have a good time. And that's what kind of made my pop ups super dope. I see
all the hood niggas could come.
No, all the hood niggas come. So I be having hood niggas, hipsters, all types. You know, and never be no problem. I tell people, like, it ain't gonna ever be a problem because all the niggas that cause problems is me and my niggas. You know, so you can't.
We the problem.
Yeah, we're the problem to keep it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, no one's gonna steal because all my, you know, my loss prevention is crip niggas. We all crip. We all in here. No one's not doing nothing. You know, like, it was one time, it was like a little situation outside and niggas like, yo, how you want us to handle it? I'm like, nah, leave it alone. You know, like, it could have went left, but they kind of get permission first. Like, yo, cuz, like, we want to handle this nigga. Let me know what you. Nah, it's fine. All right, cool. We gonna chill.
You know, that's funny because when I see your social media, I don't get you as hood, and I think that we need to erase that from our minds. Like anybody could be a creative. You know what I mean? And like in school, I was the creative, but I'm not hood. I'm just like. Here. You know? But the hood boys are the ones playing sports and getting into fights and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean they can't draw. That doesn't mean they're not creative.
So I had that. I struggled with that in the beginning. I was like, you know what? These companies, you know, when they see me, they're not gonna fuck with me. You know, like I was scared that they're not gonna fuck with me because of who I am, how I move. Like I'll openly say like I'm crip and won't care. You know, and people might be like, well, you too old for that. But the only reason I still claim it and jack it is because I realized that I inspire mad. You know, at the end of the day, people gonna join gangs every single day. There's a kid that just turned crip today. I guarantee you. And when he see me, he realized, oh shit, I ain't gotta shoot at niggas. I don't gotta do none of that. I could draw. I could draw and be, you know, and still be a part of my community. And that's what I showed him, you know, because I tell people like, I ain't never had to shoot no blood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had to do none of the shit that people make you feel like, oh, when you join
I'm
the
sitting
gang,
here and the two girls I'm staying with got red on.
Yeah, y'all both got red on. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no way. Like, I never had to, you know, we did shit, but I ain't never had to really get into no shit that made me feel like, damn, like, you see this happen when you join gangs. Like, no, I had a good ride. Most people don't. Some people do, some people don't. But I just want, you know, all the little homies to understand you don't have to go that route. You know, my big homie, when we got put on, he told me straight up, like, you know, we got a lot of shooters. We got shooters. We got killers. We got niggas that rob. We don't got no lawyers. You know, we don't got nobody that's a doctor.
A smart big homie.
Yeah, he told me straight up. He said, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I already see what y'all, you know, we was considered the weirdos. Me and my little homies were considered weirdos because we liked the other stuff. You know, we liked art and stuff. But he seen that in us and was like, yo, y'all continue to do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't think that you're not putting on for the set because you're not out here drilling, you know, and we make the set look good just by, you know, being creative and doing things like that. So
I love it.
I do too. Okay, to close it out, one piece of advice that you'll give someone that wants to make that transition for not working for anyone anymore or, you know, building their own brand.
Don't switch up. Like, I know it's mad cliche, but I almost switched up. I was like, you know what, I'm going to clean up and, you know, I'm not going to talk about this. But actually, people are more intrigued by me. You know, like, when I actually go to sit down in these meetings and, like, you know, I'm sitting there and I find myself, like, my first, like, good meeting, I'm sitting there and I'm, you know, I'm sitting up stiff and, you know, articulating myself well. And it was like, yeah, that's fine. But so you banged, right? And it's like, oh, that's what y'all want to talk about? All right, we can talk about that. Because that's a part of the life that they don't get to tap into. You know, so they want to get as close, but without getting in it.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like that mesh in between.
Right.
It's just like, so tell me all about the drill.
They want to get the gap,
you know? Yeah, like,
but they don't want to have to actually get in the ride to get the gap.
So I tell everybody, be yourself, because we live in a day and age now where you get to be yourself. You know, like, my first tattoos was on my hands. My mother hated me. She was like, you going, like, but that was me. When I did that, I told myself I'm never working for nobody, ever.
What's your family descent?
Trinidad.
Oh!
Yeah.
Where are
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So my mother hated me. She was just like,
Same.
Me
Wow.
too.
I got licks for my first tattoo on my
yeah.
arm.
My mother was
Licks.
like, wow, that's what you doing. I told her I'm never working for nobody. So I'm gonna just start.
I
I'm gonna
love
set the tone
it.
from now.
Mhm.
You know, and back then you gotta think you couldn't even have, you can have a sleeve without it being a problem. Now you can get any job you want. You can be who you want. And I think people need to really understand that. Don't hide who you are or switch up. You know what I mean? Look at Cardi B. Look at anybody everybody's being themselves right now. Nobody's trying to fix up, and you could be yourself. You can say what you want.
Yes.
My tattoo is it's an elephant on my back with flowers, and my mom was like, and it's her flowers are a part of it, and she was like, for me, they get a tattoo for me, like, bitch, that hurt. Nah, bitch, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Same. I got the stars on my arm because my mom will always tell me since I was young to reach for the stars. She's like, don't be somebody who's just okay with going just that one level. She's like, go up a notch and reach for the stars. And I don't want to see that shit on your arm.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up the show. We want to say thank you to Lambo Keem for
you
coming
so
on.
Thank you.
Give everyone your socials. How can we contact
Lambo
you?
Keem, LAMBOKEEM.
And what if they want to hit you up for work?
You can hit me around with my DM or LamboKeem@gmail.com.
Okay.
I love it.
Let me get a little thing music up. You know I'm always slow with it. Bum, 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 bum. I did it again. Okay, so we're coming to a close, and our quote is, "Don't hide what you have just because people tell you it's not normal. I've known normal people, and guess what? They're boring as hell. Stay true to you. Make that money. Let's go.
And don't switch up.
Don't switch up.
Don't switch up. Thanks for listening.
Thank y'all.